Okay, so I want to do this quick recording to show you how to check for comments using your personal profile. And as long as you have the most recent app on your phone, and also you have, like for me, I have the professional mode on for my profile. So you should have the C dashboard right there in your profile. And so when you click it, it will show you like the next steps and also the performance for your personal dashboard. I just a quick side note, if you notice like my current content shows like it went down for the published, but then I'm not sure if the numbers is actually correct. Again, like these are vanity metrics, so I don't really focus on these so much because it fluctuates anyway. I more focus on the sales and the deeper connections I make with my connection with my people and building relationships. But when I click on it, it says like it went down, but then on here it also says that it went up. So I'm not quite sure like how accurate those statistics are. But back to what I was telling you. So if you want to check your comments, right, like go to see dashboards, and then on the upper right hand corner, click on the next steps. And then on here, it will show you if you need to respond to anybody, right? Like right now, it shows me all the different things that I could do, but this also shows me that I have some comments to respond to. So on here, when I click on it, you will be able to go to your comments manager. I think there's a different way to get to this, but this is how I currently go to it. So if you go on your comments manager, and then you can scroll through on the top the different types, right? So if you have your top fans, to make sure that you're responding to the people you mostly engage with. If you have subscribers, if you have people that are sending you stars, or if you have recommended people that are based on the algorithm, or if you want to see everyone that you haven't responded to, which I have a lot of, you can definitely do that, right? So I'm not the like, this is me being imperfect, right? Like I know that there's some that I miss along the way, because I need to be better at taking a look at this. And notifications, right? Like it works, but it works sometimes, but it's delayed. So sometimes I would get to the post before it even notifies me that there's a post to comment to. But some of these, even though they say that I didn't respond to it, I did respond to it. So like for here for Alex, I actually did respond to her already, right? So I know that sometimes it's not necessarily accurate, but it's just one of the things that it does help me to kind of better understand what I could have missed, so I can scroll through this and make sure that I'm not missing anybody else. So that is how I do it in terms of comments, besides the notification. And also, when I go to my post, one last thing is that when I go to a post that like this one right here, I just posted, Facebook does me dirty with my screen print, is that I go to comments, and then instead of the most relevant, you can sort it. So I try to sort it with the newest first, and then that allows me to see if there's anyone that commented on my last comment that I haven't gotten to yet. So this is really good when you have a lot of comments, right? So let me scroll down here to see if there's any post that I have that has tons and tons of comments, because I want to show you the power of that newest comment, right? So this one right here, I have 59 comments. So when you go here, it's a little bit difficult to see if you've missed anybody, because I do try to comment at least like hopefully once a day, if not once every other day. So like if you can keep up with that, that's great. Just make sure you're going back to your most recent post and doing a quick skim, at least once a day, right? Like so that would be one thing. But then on here, if you want to go back and do like a once a week review or something like that, and just go to newest to make sure you didn't miss anybody else, right? Like if I skim through here, I could pretty much say like this post is done. Like I don't expect this post to get more comments later, because sometimes what Facebook would do is like it would push your post 3 days after you posted it. So you might get more comments on there that you didn't know that you were expecting. So just check it, like a week, up to a week. like the algorithm changes, so it might change by the time that you are seeing this. It's just one of those things that, you know, like you just, especially your bigger posts like that, just to be mindful that you are not missing any other comments. But again, like I'm not perfect at it, and just kind of giving yourself permission to be okay with it, and knowing which ones you want to be making sure to comment back, right? Like in my profile, I'm okay with not necessarily like commenting to everybody, because this is my open space. There's like over like almost 3,000 people on here, and not every one of these are my clients, right? Like in my paid Facebook group, I try to be mindful of that. And also, besides the fact that people are paying me in there, it's also a much smaller group, so it's much easier for me to keep an eye on comments. So there's also that, right? So again, give yourself grace to plug into the space you really want to make sure that you are commenting on. But besides that, just really leveraging the tools like the comment one here, and helping you to respond to comment better, and then just like sorting your comments in the newest, and then plugging into the space that you want to make sure you're commenting first, and keeping track of those. So those are my top tips in terms of making sure you don't miss anything in the comments. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions.